Hey guys, it's your boy Chain, I hope you're good. I just wanted to give you a quick little insight of how I made my remix Wetter Weather, and yeah, it's been going pretty well on TikTok, so I thought why not just showing how I made it. So obviously if you want to do a remix, you need some kind of material from a different song, the song you want to remix. So therefore we go to the iTunes store and buy the song we want to remix. So then we just pull the data into a extraction AI. I like this tool. It's lala.ai. It's working pretty well, and yeah, you can just select a file, and yeah, it's extracting the vocal and the instrumental, and then you just take the vocal, put it into your DAW. So we go on top to bottom. I have my mix bus, my instrumental bus, and my vocal bus, where I like to group everything and yeah, have everything sorted, because otherwise I'll forget where everything is and it's gonna be a big mess otherwise. So starting with the drums, I have this drum sampler where I loaded some kicks that I like to use, and yeah, this is a hard trance kick. It sounds like this, and I just put a Pultec EQ on it with some boosting in the low end and some attenuation, and yeah, also some attenuation in the highs, just to get it more like booming, I guess. And then we have the top drums, also some drums that I like to use in this drum rack, some heads, some claps and stuff. So I play it to you. So this is my drum pattern. I layered some claps, some hats, and then I just looped it, put a crash 909 in the front, and as I see now, there's not even a groove or anything, like no swing or stuff on it, because we don't have material where it's like could swing or something. So we just have the off hat and the clap, so we don't need no swing on there. Then I have some extra crashes on the drops, which are like giving more of an impact. Then I have my TR909, which is for the snares. I automated the snares, which is like speaker on. It's just like going on and off where I need it. This is a pretty cool plugin. And then we have some more automations inside the plugin, which is making like the snare more aggressive, or more snappy and stuff, and also like pitching up to make it sound interesting towards the build-up. As you can see here, it's getting more snappy, and after some time of the build-up, it's also getting tuned up, so it's increasing pitch. I put some compression on there, some distortion, pretty crazy amount of distortion, but it works, and then again some EQing. I put some loops under that to fill it up and make it groovy. Some more hats. And some shake stuff. That's it with the drums. Let's hear it. Let's go on with the synth bus. Here we have the piano, which is pretty much driving the track. I mean, it's pretty trendy to use a piano as well. Let's see how long we can do that. I mean, I like it a lot, but yeah. So this is the MIDI notes to my piano. So some people ask me, what is that crazy piano sound? And it's always this plugin. It's like basically everything you hear with that style is like this plugin. It's crazy. It's the Korg M1, and it's the M1 house piano, as you can see here. And yeah, it's a crazy sound. Let's hear it without my effects. then I put on some OTT to make it a bit punchier, a bit brighter. So one of the most important plugins on this piano is, in my opinion, this delay. And yeah, so you have to take care of the time and the feedback and the dry and wet knob, obviously. I wanted to have the piano pretty wide, so I used the ping pong effect. And yeah, normally I like to use the EQ in here as well, but I put some EQ after it, so it works. Then it sounds like that. So all in all, it's just getting more busy because of the delay, and yeah, it's getting more full. And then I used a room Valhalla vintage reverb on there with like 30% mix, so it's getting even wider. Then I used some EQ. And even wider with the doubler. Then I clipped the piano. That's not what I usually do, but let's hear how it sounds. So then very important is the sidechain to the kick. Therefore I use laser because this plugin is having an offset, so you can have it really tight. So I sidechain the kick, which is on the 4th channel. It's saying chain kick. Then I use, yeah, I just select the kick. You can choose with this one, you can choose post effects or pre effects, doesn't really matter. And then you can see the kick when the kick is playing, it's side chaining, or like it's dipping the volume of the piano, so it has like a bounce. And which is also pretty cool is that you can see the kick and you can see where it's ducking. You can also choose different bands. The crossover is over here, and the gain for the different bands. And I also put the gain on -28 dB and the mix on 74%. So you kind of have a blend. Yeah. So in the second break, I have this tiny arp, which is this one. Pretty acidy or like aggressive sounding arp. I low cutted it, and it's a synth 1, which is just a basic arp, classic VA, and yeah, in the mix it sounds like that. Let's go on to the second build-up, which is here. There we have this weird sounding synth, which is a serum, and then just a lead, which sounds like that. In the mix it sounds like this. So yeah, it's giving like a cool atmospheric feel. There's some huge reverb on there, 40%, and a low cut EQ with the dip in the low mids, and some more drastic EQ. Then the next instrument is in the second part of the drop, which is this one. Kind of sounds like a guitar, which I saturated, gave it some more room, gave it a pretty aggressive EQ, and some pull tech. And then we have some cool strings which come in the build-up of the second drop. Sounds like that. Those I just panned to the left and right, compressed it in the string bus with some Fairchild compression, gave it some analog warmth with this Ampex, and also sidechained the kick in the drop, so it's getting ducked as well, just like the piano. And yeah, this is a contact sound. Both of those strings are contact sounds. They sound awesome, so just go and buy that contact. And if you want to know how I made this, basically I just go and have the vocal of the song and like make the piano and have the basic chords to the song, and then I just like to copy and paste the MIDI notes to different elements I want to use in the song. But that's just like going with the process, and then maybe change some notes in the MIDI, and like just, yeah, if I want to use those chords on a different element, I just go and copy paste them. So it's pretty easy. You don't always have to like make new chords or make new notes. Yeah, that might be too busy as well. So let's go on to the bass bus. We again have the M1, which seems to be my favorite plugin at the moment. Yeah, it sounds like this. Sounds a bit like a bass guitar, like it's giving some kind of natural vibes to the song. It's saturated and low cutted, so it doesn't have too much of sub frequencies, but yeah, as you can see, we also have it in the drop, playing with the next synthesizer, which is just a offbeat bass. It's a Serum Rave sub, it's saying, I don't know, any preset pack, and then I maybe tuned it a bit, and it sounds like that. This one's pretty aggressive. So the other ones are not playing, as you can see here. This is turned off and this is empty. So I didn't use them. Maybe in the process I picked it and decided not to go with it. So together they sound like this. In the bass bus we have some glue compression and again some laser going on, ducking the bass to the kick. So then we come into the FX bus, which is basically just some up and down lifters to guide into the next section of a song or have some more impact. And yeah, nothing too crazy. We have some cheesy sounds going on here, like this one. Yeah, pretty cheesy, but works, I guess. And yeah, you can listen to the uplifters and before the drop. Basically every sound in here is from Splice, other than this one Serum uplifter, I guess. So we come to the vocal, which I chopped in the first part with a simpler, I guess. It's an Ableton stock plugin, and it sounds like that. And then I fucked it up, made some distortion, and then I just decided to go with it. So I just froze it and printed it. Then just put some doubler on there. So I can't show you how I exactly made it, but I just fucked around with any part of the vocal, and yeah. Then we have the lead vocal, where I put some soothe on, just to get the harsh frequencies which tend to come with the AI extraction. And then we have some distortion going on as well, just to get back some high frequencies. Then I chopped some more in before the drop. Which is not sounding that bad as it sounds on its own. in the mix. I put some EQing on there and some reverb with the Endless Smile. The Endless Smile is not even automated, so yeah, it's just sitting on there giving some room. And then I made some delay throws, just copy pasting the same section of the vocal down here, where I have a delay on 100%. Actually, looks like I have 2 delays and a reverb, which is like fading out the vocal end. So I just wanted to have it like delayed a bit. You can make it in a different way. So this is all going into my vocal bus, where we have some more going on. So we have this EQ, which is boosting again some high frequencies, more high boosting with the 40K band of the Mark. 8 dB, yeah, that's crazy. Then we have this ozone plugin, which is, I guess, something like Gullfoss or anything. Then I like to build my send effects with the delays and the reverbs and everything. So this is getting a bit more complicated. We have the dry signal in the audio rack right here. This is like dry signal. And here we have the delay, which is automated as well. This is basically just, it has the timeless has like a EQ in it, and it's working pretty well. And then we have the reverb up here, which, as I said, is a bit more complicated because I like to compress the vocal even more, have an EQ before the reverb, then have the reverb on 100%, then EQing after the reverb again, and then sidechaining the vocal with itself. So when the vocal is playing, you don't have as much reverb. So this is how you do it. You put a glue compressor on the chain with a side chain, and then you select vocal bus pre-FX. That's important. And you can also, I could have just chosen the channel 38, which would be the same result. And then it's sidechaining the reverb when it's playing the vocal, and that's what you get. Without the compression thing going on, it would be like more swamped in reverb. Then I have some more compression going on with the 1176, which is a crazy good vocal compressor. It doesn't really need it, but I just put it on there. It sounded great. And then I reduced some more of the dynamics in the high frequencies of the vocal. And yeah, that's it with the vocal bus. Yeah, I think I forgot to say what I did to the synth bus. It's just a multiband compressor and a SSL bus compressor. And also I forgot to say what I did to the drum bus. I had this preset, which is basically just a API bus compressor. The drum bus, it's a stock plugin by Ableton. Then some saturation, some more compression with the shadow hills, some reverb, and then I clipped the drums. We can listen to it with the full thing. And so this is how it sounded before. And this is how it sounded afterwards. Pretty crunchy, I have to admit, but yeah, I think it's cool. And then we have the instrumental bus, where I like to put my master FX thing on, which is just a low cut and a high cut that I can automate whenever I want, and also an Endless Smile, which is giving the reverb thing, and also a riser that my friend Eli Oaks built it, and yeah, I can just automate these things whenever I want. I have it like as a preset, which is pretty cool. So yeah, that's basically it with the mix on Sweater Weather. I hope you like the song, and yeah, go stream the new version. I know I had to upload the song again pitched up on SoundCloud because it got taken down. I hope you like this version too. I'm working on it to get the original version on SoundCloud, but it's pretty tough. And yeah, I hope you have a great day, and see you soon.